Hey guys, it's Clint Sixberry here, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about using phones in the classroom and if they're a good thing or a bad thing to use. Can they be a beneficial or if they're could be a problem in the class? I'm not necessarily going to give you guys an answer right away. I'm not going to tell you guys yes it is and no it's not. I'm just going to talk about some good things about it, some bad things, and let you guys decide yourself if you think it's a good thing or not. Now, in the first one, I'm going to be talking about the students. Now, everybody knows that the millennium generation is one of the first generations, actually is the first generation, I believe, in school to be populated with phones, especially with smartphones nowadays. Almost every kid in school, even in middle school now, have phones. I remember growing up, and about in freshman year, everybody was using Blackberries to text each other and stuff, and that was the big thing because texting just became a big thing my freshman year. So I know for sure that everyone in Millennium basically has a phone. Now, number of people, I would like to tell you guys it's around 80% people have a phone. I don't want to say everyone has a phone because that's not true, but majority of people have phones than they used to way back then. Now, should they use them in the phone, use their phones in the classroom? I personally would say yes, but people could say no too, because people can get really distracted and keep texting people instead of doing their schoolwork. But I see it as a beneficial as when I was going in school. If I don't know something the teacher's telling me, I can go on Google real quick and look it up and see what the actual definition of a certain word would be, even if it's just like anything you can think of. Just using your research on your phone can be a great thing. Next one is about the teachers. Now, should teachers use them? As you can see in this picture, it's not necessarily a phone. It looks like a tablet, but it's just a good example to give you that technology is always improving, and teachers can use their technology with their own phones, their own tablets, you name them, to see if they should use them or not. I personally think they should use them. As you can see, he's teaching a kid, and he can go onto different websites that she still doesn't understand and teach them different ways of learning certain specific categories as well. Now, this is where I want to ask you guys. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing that a teacher or a student should use a phone? I personally think that teachers 100% should use their phones. They can connect them to their computers and put it on the projectors, and and if somebody has a question, they can go on Google right there, where they can see it, type something in, and show them more proof. Now, students, it's iffy. I'm a yes and a no. It depends on the person. It depends on the situation. Now, if the kid is a bad person, obviously, you don't want them using their phone because they're just going to be texting people and not listening. But if it's a smart kid and they just want to learn more, I preferably think that they should use their phone because today's technology, why not use it if it's going to help them? Now, on the improvements. Some improvements I would like to talk to you guys about specifically is how the phone became a texting phone. No, from a flip phone to a texting phone to a smartphone to using the internet. Now, I'm from millennium generation as well, but smartphones were not really a big thing till my freshman year in high school. In middle school, people still use flip phones all day just to call people when they needed to. About 8th grade, ninth grade, freshman year, the BlackBerry thing became a big thing. Everybody was texting all the time with it, and that became a big thing. About end of freshman year, sophomore year is when the iPhones were starting to get popular and all the other smartphones were getting popular, and everybody was using them. Everybody was having using it for technology, using it to help each other out with Google. It's just a better way of communicating, and that's when social media comes in, etc. So, out of all these things I was talking to you guys about, I believe that everyone should use their phones in the classroom, depending on the situation, depending on the student, depending on the teacher, but it can really be an actual benefit to everyone inside the classes. Also, here's my sites, just in case, so I have no copyrights. You guys have a good day. Thank you for listening.